Hello friends, we are back once again with another interesting experiment, and this time it's about biology. But if you look at the setup around me, it's very different from what we have been doing so far. So there are lights all around and it's about light. It's about light, it's about how plants use light, it's about the process of photosynthesis. So what we have here is a plant which is with the big leaves, and we wanted to put that in the sunlight and see how the photosynthesis goes on with that, but we are not able to do that. So we have now put this into the box and into this jar or box, whatever you want to call that. And what we have done is, on top of the lid we have put two sensors, and one is the carbon dioxide sensor and one is the oxygen sensor. And if you look at the setup, you can make out that we have put a lot of studio lights focusing on the plant to simulate the process of photosynthesis. The intent of this exercise is to show how does what is the rate at which the photosynthesis goes on, does it get impacted by light, and what does the plant do with respect to the gases, and what is the constitution of the gases change. So in order to control the whole thing, as you can make out, we have put that whole thing in the gas. It's like a small in the jar. It's like a small chamber to control all the parameters, and we have connected these sensors which are collecting the data to the software, and it is plotting the data about carbon dioxide and oxygen. As you can see from the graph, is that since the lights are on, the photosynthesis is on, and plant is actually consuming carbon dioxide. How can I say that? You look at the trend. The trend is that the carbon dioxide level is continuously dropping, and it has started with around 0.06%. We had started the process a bit earlier when we were setting it up, so the carbon dioxide level was pretty high that time. But now, since the lights are all turned on, the level of carbon dioxide is gradually dropping, and it has now almost dropped by 30% or maybe more than that, 0.066 to 0.045. So around 30-35% it has dropped. So that means the plant has utilized that carbon dioxide to do the photosynthesis. Now what is happening with oxygen? Now the oxygen also goes up or down with a similar percentage, but the intent was to show the effect of light on the photosynthesis and how the carbon dioxide is used and consumed by the plant. And what we are seeing here is that in another 20 odd minutes that we have kind of run this process, around 30% of the carbon dioxide present in the jar has been consumed. Now as a next step, I am going to do something more interesting. I am going to shut off all these lights and then once again look at what happens to the carbon dioxide level. Does it increase? What happens to the oxygen level? And we will let the sensors keep accumulating the data, because it takes time for condition to stabilize and we get data. So when we switch off the light, it will take some time for us to get the data, but we will look at the data in a continuous mode. Let the data recording be go on, let the lights be off. I think this is the first time somebody says, who is shooting, let the lights be off. Okay, let the lights be off. Maybe I will switch off one. Before we went on to break, you saw that we switched off all the lights, and what we additionally did was to put this paper cylinder of black paper and cover this area completely, so there is no light going on. Now let's look at what's happening with the carbon dioxide level and oxygen level. And it is very surprising to see that carbon dioxide level has increased from a low of almost 0.035 to 0.05, which is a significant increase in terms of the percentage increase in the carbon dioxide level. And in terms of oxygen, it has also increased and almost started increase at the same time, although the rate at which carbon dioxide was changing is different from the rate at which the oxygen level are changing, but oxygen level has improved. Now this is something I was not aware of, and I was not expecting it. I was thinking that if the carbon dioxide level is going up, then oxygen level should come down. But if you know the answer as to why this is happening, please let me know in your comments, and enlighten us as to why you think this is happening. This is as real as it gets. We have not changed any setup. We just switched off the lights. We added this black paper cylinder to cover the plant completely. If I remove it, now also you can see the plant being there, and nothing much has changed in terms of the setup. Sensors are there. We are wirelessly collecting the data, and we are still getting the similar kind of results. So do let me know what you think as to what has happened here. So hopefully you would have learned something from this experiment, although it has more questions than answers, but also the questions are also a way to figure out and understand what was happening over there. And as I keep saying, science is all about learning through experiment, be it physics, be it chemistry, be it biology. I will be back with some more interesting experiment. Till then, goodbye. We are making these videos so that science learning can be fun and enjoyable. If you like our videos, please subscribe and don't forget to press on the bell icon so that you can keep getting the updates about our latest videos and experiments.